Where are the Andy Andersons in officers today?
In Burnsville, we're lucky we have a lot of them. You know, we have officers that genuinely like working at the school. As a matter of fact, a few minutes ago you met one, Officer Leslie Perry. She works here.
Work at the high
she
school.
volunteers to work here. Those are the Andy Andersons. Those are the ones that make a difference, and we'll hear about things she's done. Mark Hetherington is another officer who works up here. We have, and they're.
But why does she want to work here? Why does Mark want to do what? I mean, why?
They have a special niche. They really do, and I love kids and I have kids. But to work in this environment, it takes a special person. Somebody generally cares about them, understands them in a different way. And so it's certain people are drawn to certain things in law enforcement. Some like to do evidence work, some like to be investigators, some like to do traffic enforcement. And then there's the special group. They're all special, but they have a calling closer to the kids to make a difference, because I think they realize the value of their position and how they can positively influence kids and make a difference in their lives long term.
I know of one officer I've heard about that, and I hope this isn't breaking a confidence or getting him in trouble, but you don't know who it is, so there, who actually gives out his personal cell phone number to take calls after hours and with, I think, more domestic violence situations. That's remarkable. That's an Andy Anderson. It's even beyond, although it's wonderful that there's people that opt into in their beat to work with with students or different environments. But this is an officer that's saying, he's a citizen professional, really, in that sense. He's saying, I want to still offer what I can even when I go home at night, which I realize that there's boundaries issues and sometimes strains and stress, and yet, I think Andy Anderson, and those were different times. Officers are arguably probably a little bit busier. Our whole world is busier. And yet, Andy Anderson, I presume, got something more out of doing that. Not only was it pragmatic for his work, but he didn't have to teach gymnastics to do his job good, right? And this officer didn't have to give, or doesn't have to, I don't know, his personal phone number. Are there other officers, and you may not know that, I realize that sometimes this is done without, you know, we don't talk, often these people don't talk about it.
I think, you know, what you're talking about is those quiet leaders. I think good leaders are, you know, they have humility. They're not going to come and say, hey boss, guess what I'm doing off duty. They just do it, and then when you find out about it, typically you're not shocked because you see their character on the street. So we have a lot of special cops that will do things like that above and beyond. Again, that's information I probably wouldn't know, or I may find out at some point, and I'd say, that's awesome. But I'd also say, you know, balance. It's tough.